Hello everybody and welcome to Smash Master. So this is our new segment I promised you guys in my last video, which check that out if you haven't seen it. So this is category ranking, so I'm going to be ranking all these Mario characters. So what these videos are about is about me ranking certain categories of characters or levels. So it's not just characters, like some will be levels or Mii costumes, etc. So some categories will be like Zelda characters or Pokemon, all that type of stuff. This video will be me ranking all these Mario characters from my least to favorite. So least going up, and let's go. Okay, so seriously, Rosalina Luma is easily my least favorite Mario character. They're just weird. I don't like their moveset. They're just not good, and I don't get how people would like to play as them, because they're not good. So I would say they could be good if you know how to use them, but they're just not my kind of style. Just like the weird star thing, and it's just really weird. Okay, the next one being a character I don't hate, but he's just not my type of style of fighting, Yoshi, which you can see on your screen here. So seriously, I'm just not really I'm not really a fan of Yoshi. He's too floaty for me. I mean, he's still really good in some ways. He's a little too floaty, and I think his moves are kind of, I would say, whack almost. But I still see a lot of good people, like really good players, be good at him. So I'm not saying he's a bad character. He's just not my type of style. So that's why he's low. But at least he's better than Rosalina Luma. Alright, since Peach and Daisy are so similar, I decided to put them in the same slot because it would look kind of weird having one above the other. But these are actually pretty well balanced characters. I would fix a few things if I could. It would be definitely switch their turn up and their toad move around. You'll probably hear that a lot on my channel, but I just think those two moves, get those two switched, then I think they'll be really good. Next up is Wario. So this is pretty tied with my next character, but this is a pretty good character overall. This is like the first character on my list that I actually like to play as. He's a very funny character, but some of his moves are kind of inescapable, like his mouth, which I think is a little unfair, but that kind of makes him the silly character. But he is like almost like a pro and a not pro character, but I think he's an overall good character. Okay, Luigi. So, like I said, this is pretty tied with Wario because I prefer to play Wario, but I think Luigi's more of a pro character, so I ranked him a little bit higher. But there are a few things I prefer, maybe like more Luigi Mansion moves, but I think the plunger thing is probably good enough for now. And I think he's a very good pro character, definitely. But he is kind of a weird moveset, but I think he's a really good character. Okay, next up, Bowser Jr. So I really like this character because his moveset is just really straightforward, like really basic. I'm not saying basic is like kind of a weird thing, but like his moves just make sense and they're very well balanced. But I heard they made him less good in Ultimate. I'm not positive, but I think that's it. So he is a little bit lower than he would be if he was a little bit better. But I think his moveset's like really well balanced, and I just really like this moveset. Alrighty, Bowser. So his move is just very, very classic, very good. I just really like this move set. I think it fits his big character. I think he's one of the better big characters. I like him better than a lot of other characters, but I think he's a really good character. I just feel like very classic when I play him, and he's just really good. Alright, and third, Mario. So I do consider him like one of the best, most balanced characters. So there will be something I'll talk about in my next character slot. But just in general, Mario is just really good. I really like his moveset, but there is one move I don't really find really useful, is his water gun, which I just don't really ever have a time where I need to use it, which is like kind of the downside to him. And also his cape is, like, I still use it a lot, but it's not quite my favorite, but it's still really good once I can be able to use it. But I think he's a really manageable character, and I think he's just really good. Second place, Dr. Mario. So, I said I would talk about something back in Mario. So the thing with Mario and Dr. Mario, they're very similar and different. I say Mario is definitely better, and he is definitely, but I prefer Dr. Mario's moveset because I said earlier that I'm not a fan of Mario's water gun thing, and they added the spin move on Dr. Mario, which I think is a lot more helpful, but they do say that Dr. Mario is weaker, which I think he is. So I like his moveset better, but the way Mario like moveset and status is better, so I'd say I like Dr. Mario better. Number 1, Piranha Plant. So this is controversial. So I just don't get the hate for Piranha Plant. I seriously think he's a really good character. Like, he's one of my favorites, and I use him as my main all the time. So I understand that Waluigi didn't make it, and it's kind of weird that the fact that they added Piranha Plant, yeah, the plant, pretty sure that's kind of weird, but seriously though, I think he's an amazing character. I don't get the hate for him, but I mean, if it's just not Waluigi, yeah, but his moveset, I just think it's really great, and I think he's the best. So that is my ranking video, and thank you for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this new video, this new segment. So if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for me to make more of these videos, such as like Zelda characters or Pokemon or DLC fighters or even levels. So just hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys later.